and welcome. We are on the red carpet at B&B Aesthetics NYC. I am joined by their founder, Dr. Bushra Helmandi. Today we are celebrating our debut special edition wedding issue. This is the bridal shower celebration, and this is the perfect space for it. Dr. Helmandi, tell us about some of the not only offerings that you have here, but the events that you also throw.
So Beauty and Body is a one-stop shop. It's a wellness center, and it combines med spa. So we have all the traditional med spa treatments here, but also if somebody is feeling a little bit under the weather, we have vitamin IV drips, we have acupuncture, we have meditation. So it's supposed to be about wellness on the inside and beauty on the outside.
Of course. And you actually specialize in all things bridal. From bridal showers to bachelorette parties, you can actually host pampering sessions here to help women get ready for their big special day, right?
Yes. So we have the 26th floor, the penthouse of the building that boasts a beautiful terrace that has views of all the iconic buildings of New York City. So I thought when I actually acquired this, I was like, this is the perfect venue to host private events. So it's a great place to have a group of people here and for all pampering needs, and then also just to enjoy the day with a glass of champagne and some charcuterie boards, and just a wonderful place for a group of ladies or men to enjoy themselves.
Well, thank you so much for hosting us. It's a beautiful space. Let people know how they can get in touch with you or follow along on social.
Yes, we have an Instagram account and a website. So you can find us. We're at Beauty and Body NYC on Instagram. That's our handle. So hopefully we'll get more followers, and you can reach out through that way.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
We are celebrating not only our last cover party of the year of 2022, but we are also celebrating our first ever special edition wedding issue. I am joined, of course, by Vanessa Coppes, our CEO and editor-in-chief. Vanessa, let's start by talking about your inspiration for creating a wedding issue.
So, you know what's really funny? Kathy Wakile, who and her daughter is the one who's gracing our cover, of course. We spoke about this actually over a year ago. She reached out to me. We connected literally the day that the pandemic happened. And a year later, she reached out to me. She said, would you ever consider doing a wedding issue? If so, you know, I'm putting my daughter up for grabs. And she shared the images with me, and I thought they were just so beautiful. And the timing wasn't right at the moment, but as you know, we are crazy and I love to try things at least once. And quite honestly, the issue came out so beautifully. And Kathy is just such a gracious and beautiful person inside and out. And I'm so happy her family is joining us tonight. And so is her beautiful daughter. And yeah, it's exciting. And we're here at Dr. Bushra's practice in New York City. And it's just kind of like the perfect 360, like it all came together so beautifully. So yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah.
And how do you feel? 2022 is coming to a close. This is our last event of the year.
I actually wrote something this morning. It feels a little bittersweet. It's been a rough year, as you know. But you know what? We somehow, some way, always find our way. We find our path, and I'm pretty proud of what we've accomplished in 2022, and I'm really excited of what's coming in 2023. So,
of course, because we don't take a break, we don't stop. 2023 is coming soon, and we're already planning our next event. So
100%. I'm already like, I have 2023 mapped out. All right.
Well, congratulations. Even though a tough year, it's been an amazing, monumental year. Lots of really great new things happening. So congratulations.
Thank you. And you too, because I hear, you know, this is the prelude to a wedding happening.
We are joined by the ladies of the hour, of course, Kathy Wakile and her beautiful daughter and bride, Victoria Kosmidis. Victoria, how did you feel when we told you that you were going to be the cover of our first ever special edition wedding issue?
So I've actually never been on a cover, and then to be honored for my wedding all over again, it was the most special. I mean, almost like getting married all over again. Yeah.
Well, that's what we were just saying. You're now kind of reliving your moment as a bride. I'm sure it feels amazing. Can't you just be a bride forever, right?
I think so. I like never want to get out of white. Yeah. That's how I feel all the time. I remember when I first got engaged, I'm like, Mom, the closet, all white clothes, and we still feel the same way.
Yeah. And Kathy, I know you had a huge hand in planning this wedding. It looked absolutely stunning. What was it like leading up to the day of and then seeing her on the day of?
Well, for me, it was just, you know, it's a dream come true. It's a dream, and she was just the easiest bride because she just said, Mom, listen, I don't want to be that winter wonderland type of wedding. I don't want that whole cheeky Valentine's Day wedding. Do whatever you want. Just, Teddy wants to get married Greek Orthodox, traditional Greek Orthodox, and do whatever you want. And so I did, and she was happy. And I would hold up, you like this or this, and she was like that, and she just was so happy just to be, I want everything white, but I don't want it to be cheeky winter wonderland. So I was like, okay. She really wanted a summer wedding, so I tried to bring the outdoors in, and so we did the best that we could, and so we had a lot of greenery, and she was just so easy, and I just wanted to make her happy because it was so difficult during COVID. It was on again, off again, on again, off again, just to see her happy. And she was just so easy to make happy.
Well, and you two planning this together, I feel like is probably such a special bond between a mother and daughter. Did it bring you closer? Were there moments where you were like, oh my God, we have to get through this?
So for me, going back to a little bit what she said, the joy came from watching my mom plan my wedding. A lot of people are like, oh, it was my mother's wedding. No, it wasn't my mother's wedding. It was my wedding. But my joy was like watching her, how happy it made her. And she, she has impeccable, gorgeous taste. So I was like, I want it white. I don't want anything too much. And so it brought us closer. In the beginning, it was stressful, but it was, the world was stressed.
Of course.
And so then once we started seeing the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, that's when we're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
And now seeing her on the cover of a magazine, I'm sure it's like full circle moment.
It really was, because the real full circle was how it all happened was Vanessa was at my house, and we were doing an interview for my podcast, and that was March 13th of 2019, and we were talking about it was for Bella and my podcast, and we were saying, have you ever done a bridal issue? And she said, no, we've never done that. I said, oh, it would be really cool if you ever did a bridal issue. I'd love for Victoria to be part of it. She's planning her wedding right now. And she said, oh, well, you know what, we'll think about that. That'd be really cool. And then we got the call that the world's going to shut down for 2 weeks. 2-something years later, and then the world really shut down. And then Vanessa called me, and she said, remember we talked about that bridal issue? And the hospitality industry really, really suffered. Every industry suffered, but the hospitality and event planning industry really suffered. So when she called me and she told me that she was going to have Victoria and Teddy be on the cover, it was like, oh my God, what an honor. And of course, I was like so thrilled, and it made me feel so happy. And I was like, I was speechless, and it really was special. So I was happy to be there.
Well, the cover is absolutely beautiful. The whole issue is beautiful. I can't wait for everyone to see it. So ladies, thank you so much for helping us make this happen.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, so happy.
Thank you.